the Druski shit, like I don't. Let's just tackle the situation first, and we could speak on extra shit, as far as either personal experiences or little stories that people know about.
Okay, so my bad to cut you off, but what it do? Welcome back to another episode of Joint Conversation. It's your boy D
and your boy AD and Marley,
and we here. You feel? We ain't even gonna hold y'all. You know, we want to get right into the introduction, get that out the way. First off, we want to give thanks to God for giving us the opportunity to be here to get it right. Give us another chance to get it right. Shouts out to everybody that's out there that's, you're up, you're able to watch us, keep up with us, listen to us. You dig what I'm saying? It's episode 27. Are you sure it's 27? Mm-hmm. It's 27? Mm-hmm. No, I thought it was 28. Alright, episode 27. You know what I'm saying? And we here.
Now that you asked me, fuck. Might be 28, y'all.
We might be on 28. We're kind of losing track, but we're gonna get on track right now. Give us 2 seconds.
28.
Yeah, episode 28. I was about right. I woke up this morning and said it was 28. I feel like I'm talking like one of the niggas at the.
You is, but go ahead, man.
Comments, the big.
But go ahead. the fucking auctions and shit.
You feel me?
But back to the Druski shit.
Alright, get it going. God bless. You feeling good?
Yeah, man, I'm good.
We got my boy King Knuckle in the background. You feel me? So y'all gonna hear his vocals.
We gonna have him mic.
King Knuckle on the building.
We gonna have him mic'd up sooner or later too, y'all. Don't even worry about it.
You feel me? So. But we're gonna poke at one of the elephants in the room. You feel me? There's a popular guy on Instagram. Maybe not just say popular guy. There's a popular influencer, comedian,
Druski.
He took away what I was gonna throw some more titles out.
Yeah, I know.
But his name is Druski, and he makes skit comedies and videos like that on Instagram. And one video has gone viral. The video is a video of him depicting the weird guy giving off the weird vibes at the party, for light of words. In the video, you see that there's that guy at the party that's really trying to get girls to drink, damn near forcibly, in a sense. Just trying to get everybody to take more and more shots and just you kind of stalking the girl that you're giving her a couple of drinks and trying to see how messed up she get, and that's like your goal. You're just trying to get her so messed up that you could probably take her home or do something, or whatever the case is, So
now you got people that's your quote unquote. I'm gonna say the people that's so hyped to expose themselves, cause if that's not you that he's depicting in the video, why the fuck would you even be mad? So. So with that being said, you got people that calling for him to be canceled. So I don't know if it's more of a misunderstanding, because I don't know if it's including you got certain women that's thinking he's taking it as a joke. I mean, he's joking about it, but some of that shit need to be made aware of. Like, some of these niggas get down like that. Some of these weird niggas give off them type of vibe.
You know what I also think it is? On behalf of on his end, well, not on his end, but like to if I was his lawyer or whatever, it's like, understand, there's a lot of conversations, a lot of topics that too many people want to deem them sensitive, so they don't talk about them. It's not a sensitive conversation, it's a conversation. Have it, address it, deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So with that conversation, it's like, you have the women who go to the parties and see it. You have the guys that go to the parties and see it. Then you have the people who were the ones invited to the party by the guy. Mm-hmm. And then you have the people who came to the party with the guy. All four of these different perspectives that I just mentioned need to be able to have this conversation, because everybody's just sitting there looking at the guy, watching the guy, or trying to turn a blind eye to the guy and just let him do what he do. So Druski made it a video, and now we're all talking about it, and now we can address the elephant in the room. When you notice this guy at the party, or guys, when you notice this nigga in your group, address that shit.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest issues. That's what's really going around. Like, everybody screaming, "Oh yeah, thank you, Druski, for exposing these niggas and this and that." And then it's like you got the people that's like, "Oh, and you got other niggas that just be hanging around these type of niggas and never say nothing," because the check-in might not go on in your face. You feel me? Now, a situation like that we talking about, it might have to go on right then and there. Somebody might need to be checked, okay? But everything is not meant to be done right then and there. You feel me? Especially if it's done by a friend type shit. If a nigga best friend or his brother cross a certain line, and not to say, you feel me, no rapey type of lines. If a nigga cross the line, just let's just say he arguing with a woman or he being abusive to a woman, yo, you bugging out, you tripping, whatever the case may be, we out, we ain't on there. A nigga being rapey, you gotta stop that shit right there, nip it in the bud, whatever the case may be, out in public, out loud, whatever the situation is. But we also gotta get into, it's not only niggas that have those type of vibes. It's not only niggas that set up them type of plays. It's not only niggas that don't talk to they male friends about how they acting towards women. It's women too. It's women that set up plays too. We got plenty stories and examples in these past 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years of y'all women setting up other women and lining them up in order to have something done to them by men.
But at the end of the day, what we're trying to address is the fact that if we don't talk about these conversations, we won't be able to identify these friends in our circles. Because once you bring the conversation up, 9 times out of 10, whoever is trying to defend it is the culprit. You know, now granted, you have a couple people that like to play devil advocate for the sake of a conversation. But the people who come to that strong defense of it, like, no, man, if I had a conversation with one of my young niggas earlier, and he asked me how do I feel about it. I told him, I don't feel, bro. I think. I don't have time to really throw my emotion at every topic. You know what I'm saying? But I can think about every topic. So he was like, okay, so what you think about it? I said, yeah, it was time for him to bring it up. You feel me? So let me ask you a question. When, you know, when y'all vibe or whatever, when you go to a party, and he brought it out, man, you know, when you go to a party, dog, and you know, you go to a kickback or whatever, and you know, when them hoes come over, them hoes want to drink. I said, how did you confirm all that? Did you ask her? You didn't. You assumed. You making straight assumptions, just like you assumed that you was going to agree something that night. You assuming all this stuff until you get confirmation. So even if she texted you last week, yesterday, or an hour ago that she was with it, granted, you know, you might have, you know, that's evidence to say that she consented prior. But when she get there, she might not be in the mood no more. So you would have to ask her if she wants one, if she wants a drink. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, when you're forcing it is when it becomes a problem. When you're making it an issue that she doesn't want to drink, that's when it becomes a problem. Just like when the homegirl is making it an issue that that her friend doesn't want to drink. That's a problem.
Yeah.
When both sexes are saying, come on, lighten up, just relax, take this, pop this pill, hit the joint. Why you acting like that? Be grown. That's a problem. And it has to be identified and addressed on both ends of the spectrum. It's a must. Because openly, women are going to attack the guy that's doing it. For the guys, when I see your homegirl offering you the drink, or your homegirl giving you that pep talk or whatever, that's your friend. Why am I thinking that's a you know, I don't know how y'all vibe. So me as a guy, I fall back.
Mind my business.
Now, granted, if I'm moving off of a moral eye, yeah, I'm gonna tell your homegirl, yo, she's straight. She don't want to drink. It's alright.
Yeah, and that's how you get cussed out.
But nonetheless, you know, speaking on it, you feel me? Shouts out to you, Druski. You made a beautiful piece of content, a beautiful piece of art that sparked a conversation that had to be had. Talk to your friends, let your people know, like, yo,
my whole thing is
ain't jumping.
And my whole thing is a lot of it's gonna sound nasty. It's gonna sound nasty, but it is what it is. A lot of this shit in the situations like this, everything needs to be said. And some people might say I might not be the person to say it, but I'm gonna say it. So everybody should be held accountable for some shit, right? Everybody make their own choices, right? Right?
Mm-hmm. You're right.
So
you're right.
now, in the case where if I invite a young lady to a party, if I invite a young lady to a party, and she comes to the party, or we had a previous conversation about what was gonna happen at the party, what was gonna be at the party, as far as drugs, alcohol, people, as far as the people, the drugs, the vibe, the DJ, all this shit. We had a whole conversation about this shit, and we go to speaking on this type of shit, and we done ask each other, oh, so you feel me? What's gonna go down? Da, 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 da. And she tells me whatever she got planned, we gonna drink, we gonna vibe. Later on that night, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. All right, cool. Now, when you get to this party, as somebody who's interested in whatever the case, somebody who's interested in whatever we got planned, I'm trying to close the deal because we talked about it. I'm just not plotting. We maybe just talked about this shit. Now, when I come ask you if you want to drink, and you say no, now, even if I don't force it on you and say, oh, fuck it, drink. Even if I don't do that and I just say, man, you playing, and I just walk away and let you vibe for the rest of the night, but I just don't fuck with you right now. I'm not fucking with you for the rest of the night type shit. Now, I didn't say drink. I just said, all right, man, whatever. And went about my day, or went about my night, went about my event. Now, if this young lady happens to fold to me just saying, all right, then, did I necessarily force her? Or did I just let her be? But the way that I let her be, she didn't like that. So she went with what I was, you feel me? So if I say, I'm over here with people drinking that, I don't want to pressure you, but I ain't trying to be over there with people not drinking. So the fact that she want to be with me, you got to come over here with people drinking that. I didn't make you. I just kind of put the shit on the table. You decided. Everything is not a push it down your throat, drink. Granted, some niggas be aggressive, like make a female feel like she not safe if she don't go with what he's saying. But if a nigga just like, yo, drink, some people think that if you at a party, this is what help. If you at a party looking uptight, this is what helps you loosen up. So who's to say that I might not be the nigga that I might not want to fuck you, but I want you to loosen up and have a good time at this party that I'm throwing. Here, hold this. Here, have this drink. I might not even see you for the rest of the night. I just want you to loosen up and have a good time. So it is a sensitive situation.
All right, so
that everybody need to have a conversation about.
So all right. So just going off of your example, right? Granted, it still low key supports the example that I gave before you gave your example. As far as, I still gotta find out if you on that time that you was texting me. There's many times that you have a whole conversation with a phone that's screaming out, "Oh, I want to shake this. I want to do this,
No, definitely.
But just hear me out. So, you scream all that, and then when you get here, you acting shy or you acting the opposite of what you said. All right, cool. What you're talking about, for the most part, is being a host.
It's not even about being a host. I'm not saying it's my party.
But you're hosting her since you invited her.
Okay.
You're being a host.
Okay.
Now, when you start pushing things, that's when you become that quote unquote rapey guy, because you're no longer just being a casual host. Your scenario, for verbiage or non-verbiage, you feel me, given the way that you worded it, you feel me? I was just being a host to you, but now, hey, I'm not gonna even stress myself about you. Enjoy this party. I'm finna be over here. Now, when you cave in and you like, now I want to enjoy the party with you, now it's a conversation of accountability. Because there's many times that people go out and think they can drink more than they can drink. And now it's like, oh, no, somebody, blah, blah, blah.
That nigga gonna get blamed for forcing her to drink because he was being mean to her because she didn't want to drink. But he wasn't being mean. He wasn't being pushy at all. He let her make her choice, and he went to make his own choices.
But people go twist the words.
Of course. That's all I'm really trying. That's why it is a sensitive situation, because it's all on. It's always a whole group of, because everybody is not the nigga that's saying, yeah, drink because he trying to end the night in some pussy. A nigga might be literally looking at you like, yo, I invited her here. She don't like she having a good time at all. Yo, what you do to loosen up? Here, have a drink. Here, hit this blunt. Just to loosen up. I'm not finna touch you. I understand what it gives off if a nigga being pushy. But if I just ask you even if I ask you all night, but I'm just not like, come on, man, come on. If I ask you every hour on the hour, you been for 5 hours, so I ask you 5 times through the night. But every time I look over you at every hour, you sitting there with your hand on your chin, looking bored as fuck. Don't nobody know you at the party because you came with me. I'm just trying to make sure you loosen up. However you live. If you don't drink, cool. What do? You like games? The game section over there. Like what? Like what's up? I'm trying to figure out what is it. So a nigga being a good host could easily turn into a nigga giving rapey vibes.
And that's why I said there's.
Don't be like no Dama, bro. Stick some shit in their drink.
Nah, hell no. That's why I never mentioned that type of shit. Like we know that's rapey shit. It's fuck. I mean, literally.
But just okay. So right now, every nigga just running off of the vibes that they're talking about, right? Because
somebody had in the refrigerator or
some crazy shit. Because you know niggas like party and females like party. You have parties where people literally walk around the party. You can have a party where that's hosted by a female, and she'll walk around the party literally pouring shots in people's mouth or pouring Jello shots in people's mouth. Nobody say nothing to that. But if a nigga walk around like, nah, you gonna take this shot.
Okay, so again, for the viewers and for everybody in this room, given that we have the video of the example that he was given, he's talking about that guy.
Yeah.
Okay? He's not talking about the host of the party, like the guy that's constantly drawing attention, saying, all right, guys, it's shot o'clock. Boom, everybody take a shot, and then he just enjoying himself with a nigga that break dance in the middle of the party, just trying to get everybody on their feet, like, come on, the music play. Not that guy. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what you're, low-key depicting in the sense of, I invited, 10 people to this party. 1 out of the 10 ain't really vibing like that. We in the section, I'm gonna be like, come on, man, you don't want to drink? Everybody asking you, you want to drink or whatever, and I'm just double checking on you since I invited you. I'm the one that's really the one asking you, is everything okay? Would you like a drink? You good? All right, but is you straight? Okay, cool. As I'm drinking, I'm not even really thinking that I'm necessarily bothering you or, you feeling the pushiness of it. You know what I'm saying? But if I do make that decision, as you said, I'm going to just go vibe. And you decide that, damn, now I feel a kind of way. That's just accountability. That's not so much, even if it's, oh, well, he was mean to me, so that's why I decided to go over to his section and drink with him because I was still going to be there. You had 2 decisions. You could have left, or you can make the decision that you made. The decision that you make, you have to be aware that you made that decision. Nothing about how he acted towards you forced you to do it, unless he physically forced you to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or he, backed you into a corner in a situation where it's like, you have no options. You feel me? But when you cave into to a notion and say, all right, I'm going to do it without any imminent danger, you know what I'm saying? Then you have to be accountable. Like the example that I have for coercion, right? If a nigga sit there and he's texting you, he's hitting you up, he's, rapping, however y'all communicating, and he's always trying to shake some shit, and you probably laugh and chuckle and, weave, you feel me, you feel me, you curve dog. But now though on some, do you want to go get some food? You know what time he on. He's already told you this multiple times. But you deciding that you want to go get food with this nigga or whatever it is that he offered you. Now you jump in the whip and he uttered the words, hey, I ain't gonna lie, dog, but I ain't taking you home till we shake something. The accountability that you have to take on that.
Got yourself in a tough pickle.
The accountability that you take on that is that I got in the car with this nigga. But what's about to happen in the event that you do cave in is I felt I was in danger because this nigga wouldn't take me home unless I did something with him. So he is still at fault. But you still have accountability to take for your actions of why you ended up in the scenario that you was in. You get what I'm saying? So to the dumb that decided, oh, well, he said some shit, I decided to go. He hurt your feelings and you decided to hang with him. Tell me more.
That's on you.
Right.
Break it down to me. Let me understand how this makes sense.
But that's what a lot of them shits be, bro. If we gonna be 100 about that shit.
It's the truth. It's true. It's the truth.
If we gonna be 100 about a lot of them shits, be a nigga just changing his attitude towards you and motherfuckers are trying, emotional abuse or whatever the case. Come on, bro. Let's be 100 about this shit. If you're grown and I'm grown and I want a certain vibe and you're not willing to provide that vibe, I have a right to change my vibe towards you. Just like, bro, like literally, bro, I can have, like literally before, this happened to me, I ain't gonna say I can have, this happened to me before. Bro, a female did literally stop talking to me because I didn't want to fuck her. But let a nigga stop talking to a female because she don't want to fuck. And God forbid she fold and let him fuck. So I'm not saying that so according to the video, he talking about the creep niggas. But in that same sense, I seen that same video, the same niggas that he depicted, I seen them same niggas just want to be a good fucking party host, bruh. That's all. That's what I'm really saying. So it's like, in the fashion that he was depicting it, as far as like, pour a bigger shot. Seen that before because nigga want to be a party host. Drive the boat. I've been seeing motherfuckers drive the boat since Megan Thee Stallion came out and Kodak said it.
Since before then, but it just didn't have a name.
It just was around. It just ain't had a fucking name.
But it's all right. So here's a scene that locks his whole video in, right?
When he was like, "Oh, she gonna go," I'm telling you, she gonna go. When he was behind and clapping his homeboy up.
No, not that. Not even that. Because we have tons of videos where the niggas in the cars, you know.
I think you talking about the Druski videos.
No, I'm saying like we have tons of videos like that where niggas just dapping each other up like, yo man, this shit gonna vibe, this shit gonna vibe. But it's the scene where she's drinking like this and he's like this. Yeah. So that shows that you're targeting.
That's
when you're targeting that it becomes a problem. You get what I'm saying?
That's some creepy shit.
So, given the example that you use when you say, dimes are running around the whole party forcing people to drink, right? Mm-hmm. They're running around the whole party forcing everybody to drink. Not one specific dime the whole night. The nigga that they depicted is the nigga who target a bitch and he trying to get her drunk all night. He trying to pour as many drinks as possible and everybody start peeping like, especially if it's on some, they know she don't drink like that. Like a female who could throw back a fifth of Henny.
No,
you don't drink like that. So this nigga mudded.
Yeah.
And then when the homegirls try to come and say, yo man, she good, come over here.
Yeah,
they're like, no, let her vibe. It's that shit that's really being addressed.
Yeah.
So the host of the parties, whether or not that is your vibe to walk around with the bottle all night and pour everybody up, check on everybody, whatever, that's cool. Once you start targeting and you're harassing, that's when it becomes the coercion shit. That's when it becomes the rapey vibe. But that's the thing about it. It's a vibe that they're talking about. Vibe is an energy. As you said, the vibe can change. I understand the vibe, but somebody else can give off the same vibe, bro, and not be looked at in the same way. No.
Even if a female, even if a nigga is going around making everybody take a shot, he's still gonna be the creepy nigga in the party to everybody now, not just to one person.
Well, because after this video?
No, now, period. Before the video, a nigga could be walking around forcing everybody to drink, including niggas, and everybody look at him like a creep. But a female could do it to everybody and literally look at a nigga and say, if you don't drink, you gotta go. Or if you don't drink, this and that. And nobody will say nothing, bruh.
Nah, he dead ass on that shit. He dead ass on that shit. I can't argue with that one. Yeah, that shit goes down a lot.
So I'm just, all I ever be asking for is for the equal punishment on both sides, bruh. Because you got, like I said, you got females that done set homegirls up on Facebook Live. You feel me? And motherfuckers will say something about that shit for 2-3 days and go about their business. But God forbid a nigga force a shot on somebody or pour a shot and tell somebody to drink it and they actually drink it by choice. Oh, hell break loose. And that's the type of shit that we just gotta deal with. We gotta understand that we ain't on the same spectrum as them. You feel me?
Life is unfair.
We ain't on the same level as them. When it come to that, we ain't on the same level. And when it come to other shit, they ain't on the same level as us. So that's all.
That shit, man. Y'all niggas kill that vibe, man. Alright,
That's a fact. At the end of
don't do it.
Facts. Most importantly, y'all niggas kill that sucker ass, creepy ass vibe for real. Because I do sound, because I don't want to sound like I'm defending the nigga, because niggas be creeps. But I'm just saying, in any case, all those vibes don't be those vibes. Some niggas just trying to have a good time and provide a good time for everybody, and it just happens to look the same sometimes. Sadly, sometimes you can't call a spade until it's on the table. So if a nigga ain't, every time I roll up, you be with the shits. Why I can't just chill without the other shit?